Hey y'all, I have another layout share from the Scrapbook Generation International Scrapbooking Day weekend event that was held in May, where they provided sketches every day for 4 days, challenges, and door prizes. I talked about it in my last video, so this was another layout that I had made using the sketch, and I cannot share the sketch because it was paid content versus one of their free sketches, but we'll talk about it. So for this layout, I took a black piece of cardstock and a blue piece of cardstock and cut the blue down to give me this nice little border edge. And then I took my 3 photos and butted them up against each other and then matted them on the black cardstock. Yes, I did gut this, so that's, I wanted to check. I did gut this, so that is where this piece came from. And then proceeded to take my pattern paper. Now this was a travel line from Authentique, and I wanted something with blues, reds, darker colors because of the photos. And so I found this travel line, and I didn't really have any embellishments that went with this travel line, so I did pull another sticker sheet. I think it was Echo Park travel line. I had pulled several travel theme papers that I thought would match, and so one of them that I didn't pick, I went with this Authentique. It had some stickers in that color, so I pulled that. But that's one thing I like about the Scrapbook Generation sketches. I like to use those with paper pads because you make a lot of your own embellishments if you don't have a lot of embellishments that would go with it. But in this case, I did have these stickers. So I cut some squares out of the pattern papers, and then some of the squares have a smaller square inside of it. And then I proceeded to stitch along the 4 squares, and then of course one little trick, which I just now noticed this. I marked where my photos went, but look, I did not butt it up properly, and I don't know if I can pick these photos up or not and bring it down a little bit to cover some of that up. If it doesn't, it's not really a big deal, because behind this photo I didn't stitch, which is a time saver when you're stitching on a layout. If you're going to cover it up, don't stitch it because you won't see it. So the squares went down, the stitching went down, the photos went down, and then the title went down. And I'll probably do some journaling strips right here. This is about a trip that my stepson got to take with his company because they did so good in sales. They got flown on a private plane for the day to Nashville for a dinner, and then they flew him back. So he got to fly to Nashville for the day, and so I had to get those pictures off of Instagram because you know how they are. Sometimes they don't willingly send you pictures, so you got to get them where you can. And then just added some of these stickers, and they are popped up. And then there were these little circle stickers on the sticker sheet also, so I put that on there. And I do need to erase my pencil lines. So if you make pencil lines on your layouts, invest in a white eraser because you don't get any smudge marks from those. It'll erase very nicely. And I always keep that handy in my little bowl. So the other thing I wanted to mention, that is, if you watch Janet over at RTS Scrapbooking on Patreon, which I highly suggest you do, as $1 a month, you're not going to get any better inspiration or more inspiration for $1 a month than you will with her. But she provided for International Scrapbooking Day weekend, she provided a bunch of videos and a challenge, and she called it the Fabulous 40. And one thing that she did was provided us a listing that we could print out of 40 different items. And you could use it however you want, and you could challenge yourself to use it. But what I thought I would do for a while is, for the month of May, I chose an orange pen. And so each time I put something on this list on one of my layouts, I'm just going to mark it. And I don't know how many layouts I can get done. It's very sporadic right now with some family stuff going on. These layouts I did before that, so, but I am going to try to keep track maybe over the summer and see what I'm using, and then I can look and it may inspire me to pull one of these items and use them, just to help me use up some of my stash. And you could do the same thing. Write up a list of items that you have and keep track of what you're using, or challenge yourself to use it for a period of time. I'm just going to track it for a while for fun, and hopefully I'll remember to mark them. So that is it, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.